Well, hello, my friends. Welcome to Granny B's house. It's a good day at Granny B's house. I hope it's a good day where you are. I just know you're remembering to be kind to all those people around you because Granny B asks you to do that every time. Do you have days sometimes when you have trouble sitting still and you just can't leave things alone and people are always saying, "Stop that"? Well, Izzy, this little girl Izzy, she has lots of days like that. Let's find out why. You should never tickle a tiger, says Pamela Butchart, and the pictures are by Marc Boutavant. Izzy was forever shuffling and jiggling, squirming and twitching, wriggling and fiddling. She just couldn't help it. It happened at home. Izzy, stop playing with your peas, said Dad. At school, Izzy, stop painting your pigtails, said Miss Potterhurst. At Grandma's, Izzy, stop knotting my knitting, said Grandma. And at parties, well, Izzy, stop jiggling the jello, everyone cried. No matter how hard she tried, Izzy just couldn't keep still. It's no good, she sighed. I'm just a jiggler, and that's that. So, when one day Class 4B went on a trip to the zoo, it came as no surprise to anyone that Izzy was wriggling, jiggling, shuffling, fiddling as soon as they walked through the zoo gates. Stop stroking the snakes, called Miss Potterhurst. Don't excite the elephants. Forget about bothering the bears. Don't mess with the monkeys. Izzy, stop tapping the tortoise. Stop poking the peacock. And never, ever tickle a tiger. At lunchtime, Izzy sat shuffling her sandwiches. It's so unfair, she said. I'm never allowed to do anything. And what's wrong with fidgeting anyway? Little did Izzy know she was about to find out. While all the other children finished their lunch, Izzy fidgeted her feet, bounced across the bench, shimmied onto the ground, wriggled under a bush, skipped past the aviary, and danced along the path all the way to the tiger enclosure. This does not look like it's going to end well. I wonder, thought Izzy, and with that, she reached out a feather and tickle, tickle, tickled the tiger. Uh-oh. Roar! Roared the tiger. He threw his furry paws in the air, which broke a branch, which startled a snake, who bit a bear, who walloped a walrus, who splashed a sloth, who punched a penguin, who kicked a croc, who snapped at a skunk, who ponged a panda, who rammed a rhino, who hit the hippo, who wibbled and wobbled and splash! The lion roared, the parrot squawked, the snakes hissed, and the elephants trumpeted loudly. Miss Potterhurst squealed, the children giggled, and the zookeeper came running. It was pandemonium. pandemonium, and it was all Izzy's fault. But then, "Stop!" Izzy shouted at the top of her voice. "Stop squealing, squawking, splashing, and flopping. Enough running, roaming, ramming, and bumping. No more jiggling, wriggling, shuffling, and squirming." And guess what? It worked. The zookeeper stopped running, Miss Potterhurst stopped squealing, the children stopped giggling, and all the animals went back to their homes. And as for Izzy, "You were right all along, Miss Potterhurst," she said. "I'll never, ever tickle a tiger again." But what can be the harm of prodding a polar bear? Oh my, you don't ever want to prod a polar bear. Well, Izzy is just a busy girl, busy Izzy. I hope you're not being too busy, and I hope you're remembering to be kind to everyone around you. And I hope you remember that Granny B loves you, and I want you to come back and see me again real soon, okay?